Yo, check it, got that new fire straight from the underground. What you need? This that real hip hop.
What's going on, man? I hope you're ready for some good laughs. Today we have Marcelo Hernandez with a Cuban mom. It's just something funny for us to laugh at today, man. Everybody needs a good laugh during the day. I actually have that tattooed on me, bro. You gotta learn to laugh. It's important. So, because of that, I'm gonna try to share some with you. Now, let's see if he's funny. Marcelo Hernandez, Cuban mom. Let's check it out.
My mom is from Cuba and my dad is from the Dominican Republic, and that means that they are divorced, is what that means. It doesn't work out, okay? They came to
Okay.
America with the same
I
idea, just a little bit different, you know?
I
My mom
get
got
told
here
I
and she
look
was like, oh my God,
Dominican
look at
all the
all of these
time by
opportunities. And then
Dominicans.
my
Like,
dad got here and he was like, oh my gosh,
and okay?
look at all of
No.
these
Oh
opportunities.
my.
This is not a place to be married. This is the land of opportunities. It's very interesting to be as Hispanic as I am and then to look this white. My name is Marcelo Andre Hernandez Gonzalez, but I look like Timothy Chalamet, okay? I look white, dude. I look like a white TikToker. I look
Like he's finna start doing that. What is it? The floss dance? Is that what that was from like 100 years ago?
my parents make a bunch of money and I make even more money just with a tripod in my room, just
Yeah.
every day. That's what I look like. I look white, dude. I look like I
I
tell my
wish I
mom to
was like
shut up.
never, never.
I could never do that. I could never do that. I have a Cuban mom that escaped communism, okay? The only reason I know that is because she told me every morning. So I don't know how you woke up in the morning, but for me, it's good morning, Marcelo. Have a great day, but just remember, I free you. She's a scary woman.
It's the subtle ways that they make you like remember that you should be thankful for just breathing. They gotta love it.
In my house, you
Gotta
can't have
love
a
it.
bad day. When your mom escapes communism, you can't have a bad day. You get home from school, you're like, Mom, I had a bad day at school. She's like, what happened? What happened that was so bad?
What happened?
Did somebody steal your freedom today? I don't understand. It's tough, dude.
What happened?
Communist parents. She's scary. It's tough when your parents are immigrants. They make you feel bad about everything, you know? It's their
Yeah.
job.
Yes. They gotta remind
That's
you
what they
that your
do.
life is great now.
And I never knew what I was going to tell
So
my
be
kids. You know what I
appreciative.
mean? What am I going to look at my kids and say?
You
It
would
was
think my
tough.
mom was an immigrant.
It was tough when the Uber didn't get there. You probably don't even know about Uber Pool, do you? No. No, but now, with the pandemic, your boy got a struggle story, okay? Are you kidding me? I cannot wait to look at my kids and go, you don't know what it's like! We didn't have toilet paper! And I'll lie, you know what I mean?
I don't even know what that would be like. Like I already tell my husband about what it was like. He says I grew up in the 1900s. So whenever we talk, I tell him what it was like in the 1900s, and it blows his mind. What? You guys didn't? Your TVs were like big? You guys had phones in the house? What? Like he's always surprised at everything I say. And it's like, dude, you can't fathom. You can't imagine. Like,
I'll lie. My parents probably lied to me, you know? I'll lie. I'll tell my kids, I'll be like, you know, the pandemic was from when I was 3 years old to when I was 25 years old. Then one day, you know, your kid will look at you and he'll go, Papi, I don't like the taste of the soup that you make for me. I can't wait to look at my son in the eyes and go, oh yeah? Well, I couldn't taste for 22 years. So maybe eat the soup. Oh. I grew up with those people my whole life in Miami, and then I went to
That's
college in
hilarious.
Cleveland, Ohio, which
Oh
is where the
wow.
whites have a stronghold right now.
Why would you go all the way
And it
to
was
Cleveland?
interesting. I got to school, and I remember
Ohio.
being one of the only Latinos there, and I took their little Spanish test, and I tested out. It was too easy. And then I thought to myself, like, because they said you don't have to take a Spanish class, I thought to myself, I've never been the smartest kid in any class in my whole life.
Yeah.
So I took a Spanish class in Cleveland, Ohio, and it was the best decision I've ever made. Oh my God, I walked into this class. The teacher's name was Megan Thornton, okay?
If you can pronounce your Spanish teacher's name, might not be such a tough class.
I walk into this class, she's like, hola, estudiantes. I was like, she sucks. This is gonna be awesome. She got the first kid to introduce himself to the class. He came up with so much confidence. He was like, hola,
Ola.
mi
I remember
nombre
a guy
es
named Ola.
Jake, and yo soy from Cincinnati. And mi comida favorito is pizza. And I swear to God, my teacher looks at Jake and goes, Jake, that was incredible. Something came over me. I don't even know what happened. All I know is that as soon as Jake stopped talking, I went, bitch, watch this.
To blow it out the water.
She picked me,
with a
and
big
the only way I can
R.
describe how this felt is like, have you guys ever seen a jazz musician?
Jazz. Love jazz.
Like when the beat is just too strong?
No.
She was like, Marcello, por favor. I was like, yo me llamo Marcelo Hernandez. Y yo soy de Miami. Y mi comida favorita es arroz con frijoles con plátano maduro. Y también me gusta el pollo empanizado, por favor, al final. And then Megan goes, did you guys hear that? That is your new teacher, okay? Yeah. This is his class now. I will say this. I am proud, super proud of being Latino, but one thing where I prefer a white person is in the cockpit of an airplane. I need a white guy. I want his name to be Jeff, and I want him to be 75 years old. White guys will lie to you, and I like that. A white pilot will fly you into a hurricane and tell you that that's a good thing.
All right.
He'll go, we're going to
doing
get up there
fine
to
here.
38,000 feet, and we will be flying into a Category 5 storm, but don't worry, it's going to give us a bit of a tailwind, and we're going to get there. We're going to get there 15 minutes early, okay? Let's go, Captain Johnson. Had my first Latino pilot the other day. I swear to God, this is all he did. Right before we took off, he goes, bing boom. I don't even think he pressed the button, I swear. I think he just grabbed the mic and went, bing boom. Hello guys, this is your pilot, Alfredo Rodriguez, and I just want to let you know that this is going to be a difficult flight, okay? All right, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
Okay. That was pretty funny. Just for laughs, Marcelo Hernandez with a Cuban mom. Now listen. I have a ton of love and respect for all Latin heritage. Like, okay, the reason why I say it like this is because I know someone from Spain. And she hates when I say Hispanic. But I'm like, okay, but I was told, or at least I was taught, that yes, there are many different um, subcultures of being Hispanic. And I thought that that was okay, but then I also know to address them, appropriately. So if they're from Ecuador, if they're from Chile, if they're from Venezuela, if they're from Spain, they're from Cuba, Dominican Republic, whatever, you address them like that, not, just call them all one thing. But I thought for years, I thought the term Hispanic was the acceptable term if you did not know exactly where they're coming from. Apparently, Hispanic is only for people from Spain. Apparently. Now, if I'm wrong, go yell at her. She yelled at me, and now I don't know what to say anymore. So there's that. Um, Cuban mom. I have so much love for the Latino community. I don't know what to say anymore. But either way, um, yes, that is true. Like Latin women are some of the best you can find and some of the craziest you'll ever come into contact with. But they will love you. Like to the stars and back, they will love you. But they will not let you forget anything. Like they will remind you of all pain and anguish they've ever experienced in their life. And they need you to fix it. Or at least make them feel like it's valid, which is okay, baby. I got you. I love you. Mi amo, all that good stuff. Um, now, I do not speak Spanish. I wish I did, but I understand Spanish, which is the crazy thing. So you can speak to me in Spanish, um, and my response is as long as you don't speak as fast as he is, right? I can kind of grasp what you're saying, but I'm gonna respond in English, like a instruction foreman or something. Like I understand what you're saying, but I can't get the American out of my mouth to save my life. Yeah, that was funny. Bruh, if you had any like hilarious interactions, please drop them in the comments, bro. Um, Hispanic people are some of the funniest people. They're very animated, um, great storytellers. I seriously tend to find myself like surrounded by them in a good way. Like I lived in a whole Hispanic neighborhood for like 4 years. Loved it. No problems. Police never really came for any reason. There was always food and parties and barbecues. Like at least once a week, legit, like once a week, they was having a party and they'd share food. We had the elote lady coming around every Saturday. Yeah, bro, it was a good neighborhood. I loved it. So shout out to everybody that stays in the barrio, man. I know you like it. To people who don't know what that is or where that is, Google it, look it up, do your research. Um, yeah, man. But until next time, hopefully these funnies find you in a good space and we can keep it going. So if you got anything else funny that you want to see or you think that I would think is funny, send it to me, bro. Email's always open. Till next time, babes.
Perfect.